So I think probably it was different several years ago where I couldn't be as vocal and I had to wear nude pantyhose all the time. Let's be honest, that was not very myself. I hadn't seen pantyhose since movies in the 80s when they came in the little egg. That felt a little bit inauthentic, but that's a silly example. But it is an example of when you're able to dress the way you want to dress and you're able to say the things that are true and you're able to show up in the space really organically and authentically.
Hi, welcome back. I hope you are all well and enjoying your day or evening wherever you are. I might set this one as a premiere so we can have a little chat in the comments and discuss a few things going on with Meghan and Harry. I honestly, and I don't know about you guys, please let me know. Are you bored with them? Are you sick of them? Are you sick of the constant bullshit with them? Because I'm really losing interest, like really losing interest. I sat down the other night and I thought, no, it was late at night. I thought I'll just watch, 3 or 4 of her episodes and then I'll do a kind of a review, my opinion on what I watched. I couldn't get through 1.5. It was so goddamn boring. I felt like she was trying to, I don't know, educate kindergarten kids or something, making these squirrely things with scarves and hankies and, oh my God. She made this caramelised onion puff pastry pocket thing. Teamed up with, you guessed it, eggs. She's got this fascination with chicken and eggs. Now, when I seen that combination together, I thought eggs and onion. Imagine what that's going to do to your tummy. That is going to make you very colicky. It's kind of a really weird concept, isn't it? Putting them two together. But what's even more weird is she thought that was something great. Puff pastry with some onion in it. Oh, tastes so lovely. It's so exquisite. What? What? That's all I could think was like, what? She's, I don't know if the chefs at Buckingham Palace, which I've watched many of their YouTube channels, and they are amazing chefs. I wonder if they're watching her going, what the hell is this? They must be laughing so much that they're just having tears stream down their faces. I mean, she's just an absolute nutter. Anyway, I didn't get much out of the first episode and a half of the next one because I literally was bored, and she's so fake as usual. She's so fake putting on her and the way she eats something and then dances like, oh yes, that's delicious. But what I did go ahead and watch was the interview. Now that there was slightly different for me because I picked up a few lies with her. And one of them was that she doesn't have time to cook an evening meal every night, that they have lots of takeaways, etc. When in her last series, she said that she enjoys cooking the evening meal for her family every night, and that she goes out on date nights with her husband occasionally. Now, why lie about that? In one breath you're saying, oh no, we get takeout a lot because I don't have time to cook. And then in the other series she says she enjoys putting the meals together. These quick, easy meals she's trying to sell people on this ridiculous show with Love, Meghan. It's just absolutely absurd. Also in that interview, they were sitting down eating some burgers. Now, I don't know if you've noticed with Meghan, and I'm not going to give her a bit of slack here because I know what it's like eating around people. We get embarrassed, we're shy about it. It's kind of an uncomfortable thing to do with people you don't know, and especially in front of a camera, it would be kind of really awkward. But she has this weird way of shoveling food in her mouth. There's nothing elegant about this person. Like if you notice, like she shovels it in the side of her mouth and then she's like moving her head up and down like, this is so good. And then she kind of moves her shoulders like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Like, she's just so freaking weird. Like, absolutely weird. Anyway, there was a question that really got me. Most of the interview was utter rubbish, but one of the questions that kind of got me thinking was a question that the host had asked her about the children. Like, what are they going, how is she going to stop the noise, basically, of what's said in the media and what's written about them and what's on social media, etc. And how she's going to try and navigate that, I suspect. It was a roundabout question like that. And of course, Meghan had to do the old looking up, looking to the side, looking down, anything but to look at the person in front of her asking the question. And she just kind of danced around the question as usual and said that, you know, it all starts at home and she'll teach them about family and about this and about that. And, you know, basically they'll be okay. What the hell is she talking about family for? Both of them have alienated those children from both sides of the family. They have no cousins, they have no grandparents, they have no aunts and uncles, extended family, etc. They have no family connection. There's no nothing with those poor children. And as in the sense of a connection with a family. They don't know where they've come from. You know, they're only going to be told where they've come from by these so-called parents, Meghan and Harry. But they don't have the growing up experience as normal children would have when they're growing up around their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, etc. Look at, you know, Princess Catherine's children. They have a whole big extended family and lots of memories that they're building and lots of family members that they can hang out with at holidays and Christmas and stuff like that. Someone else that they can call upon apart from their immediate family, like their brothers and sisters or their parents. Archie and Lily don't. And they are really going to feel that when they're older. And let's face it, only another 6 years and Archie's 12, and these things are going to come to light for this kid because things are going to start clicking in. As soon as they're 10, 11, 12, they're going to start noticing the emptiness that they really do have. I mean, of course those children are going to be well looked after with it, you know, with food and clothing and education and all the rest of it. But it's the emotional turmoil that I've always said and maintained that's going to be absolutely damaging for them. I don't think the word family should ever come out of Meghan's mouth because she doesn't know what it's like to have a family. She doesn't know what it's like to have a connection. She's taken Harry from his family, opened his eyes to some abuse or whatever that she said that he's been going through, and then he needed to escape this institution. How the hell could she even say the word family? How could she? All she's had is her mother after she left the royal family. And you know, something else that really bugged me was when she was trying to put down the royal family without trying to put down the royal family, if you know what I mean. And stockings. I haven't heard of stockings since the 80s. Oh, they wanted me to wear stockings. Well, you know, she was employed for 5 minutes by the royal family. So therefore, in any kind of employment, you have a dress code. If she didn't like the dress code, she could have left well before 18 months. Like, she's just so disrespectful. And then they spoke about her surname again. When I got married, I changed my name to Sussex. Did you? Did you really? Where is it on paper? Is it really on her passport? Because we know her name should be Mountbatten Windsor. But this dumbass has taken the title as her surname, which legally they can do. But what happens when, his brother becomes king and then the titles are all shuffled around? Quite possibly. Is she going to change her surname again? Like, what did they go to Sussex once, maybe twice? What does she know about the place? Zero. She's just absolutely horrid. And then there's this bit. Let's listen to this bit just briefly because she's psychotic.
For people to know the truth about you, what would that one thing be?
No one's ever asked me that. What a great question. The one thing. Oh gosh, what's the one thing? Oh gosh, I think when I sit with it for a second here, I just want people to know that I'm a real person. And I think a lot of that gets lost in what can be super dehumanizing when you look at the clickbait culture and how much is written about someone. It's like, no, my friends have to read those things. Like, I have real best friends, the same one since I was 17. Like, I'm a real mom. I choose to go and do school pickup and drop off, but I do that under a landscape that is created that forgets that I'm a real person. And how would...
A real person? All the drama that she's created. And she has the nerve to sit there and look up again and look around and look down and not at the host. I want people to know I'm a real person. Didn't she say those similar words on Oprah when she claimed people were after her and were going to harm her, etc.? There's a real person underneath here. Remember the crocodile tears in the interview? She's using that line again. She's a real person. Yeah, a real bitch, a real slapper, a real liar, a real deceiver, and a real person that hurt our late Queen and the late Prince Philip. A real person that's hurt her side of the family, her father, her brother, her sister. A real person that's hurt the king, the Queen, Prince William, Princess Catherine, the children. A real person that's absolutely destroyed what could have been the most wonderful thing that's ever happened in her life. She destroyed that. So yeah, she's real. A real bitch, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. Who gets the opportunity of a lifetime and just crumbles it up and tosses it away? She's just absolutely horrid. And what she did while being in the UK, disrespecting everything about the UK. Oh, I'm American, I can't wear a hat. Oh, I'm American, oh goodness, no, I couldn't wear stockings. Oh, I'm American. Oh, I'm American. Dukedom. They gave us a dukedom. Well, I'm sorry. I don't see anyone else that's landed a position in a royal family that has carried on like this person. With such disrespect. It's just bizarre to watch. It's absolutely appalling. Her behaviour. I mean, you only have to look at the Queen of Denmark. She learnt the language. She's learnt everything about her husband's role. And with grace and dignity, she has just excelled in her role and made him proud, a proud husband, a proud mother. But oh no, Meghan couldn't do that, could she? She had to go all against the grain. Oh, that disgusting castle. Oh, that disgusting cottage that we lived in. It was so small. We're talking about this slapper that came from a rented apartment in Canada. Like, really? She was given so much, yet all she did was take, and disrespect what she was given. Wow. Just wow. Like, who does that? And then she says, you know, the host says she's the most talked about person in the world, blah, blah, blah. Of course she is, because whether it's negative or positive, people are going to talk about her, and it's more negative than positive. It's just appalling. I'm sorry. And what are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think about her right at this point? Like, we've had 8 years of this rubbish, and she's still having digs at the royal family. She's putting the knife in and turning it a bit more. Oh, it's a dukedom. Well, you know, if you knew you were going to marry into the royal family, wouldn't you do as much research as possible, learn your roles, shut your mouth, and just go along with it? Because that's what you married into. You could have said no, but oh no, she wanted the title, didn't she? She wants everyone to call her Duchess. Duchess of not muchness. She wants everyone to adhere to her title and bow to her. But oh God, they gave me a dukedom, and she laughs about it. Oh, we're American. We don't do that. No, that's right, because you fought for your freedom. You fought for your freedom. So royalty has nothing to do with America. They wanted out. They wanted independence, and they got it. But why did she want to go and marry an Englishman? A rich, wealthy Englishman. And then stamp all over the UK flag. Stamp all over the UK people that supported her. The only time that woman, and I've always said she's attractive, let's maintain that, but the only time this woman has ever looked decent in clothing is when she was in the royal family. Because everything was given to her. She had a stylist. Much to her disgust, she didn't need a stylist. But have a look at her. She can't even dress for her figure. She's just appalling. I'm sorry. I'm just... So much interest of her I've lost. It's like, I'm getting to the point that I don't even have that much dislike for her anymore. Like, I feel like I've disliked her that much. I'm up to my back teeth with dislike with her, that you couldn't dislike her anymore. It's just, I mean, I'm still going to keep my foot in it a little bit, keep my toe in it a little bit with her. But it's all just really rinse and repeat, isn't it? It's just every opportunity she has a dig at the royal family. She's just unbelievable. I mean, this season 2 of With Love, Meghan, it continues to blend lifestyle, cooking and celebrity guests, including Chrissy Teigen, Jose Andres and others. And of course Harry, he just gets mentioned, but he's not actually in there. Not that I've seen as of yet. Like I've said, I've only watched 1.5 episodes and I was bored to tears. This time I think she's trying to be a little bit more playful, joking. Like, and what is quite interesting too, she keeps saying, oh, we had 80 crew, like she's somebody. Oh, we had 80 crew, like it was this mass production to what? Make some little pockets of pastry with onion in them. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And hang up all these cloths in your kitchen or your living room, wherever it was, and do squirrels and go, oh, look, I made you a gift. Unbelievable. They've also extended their partnership with Netflix under a multi-year first look deal. It includes a holiday special. I'm wondering if the holiday special, as in the Christmas special, is going to have Meghan sitting at a piano pretending that she's this wonderful singer. Because of course she's going to have to. Do you think she'll do that? Of course she's going to have to compete with Princess Catherine, isn't she? She's going to be sitting there singing Silent Night or something with her the back of the heads of her children. They're also meant to be doing, in 2 years' time, a documentary about Diana, which is rather interesting. I don't know if the sound went then. Something went funny. Let me know. Prince Harry and William in past archives, we know that he's going to use that stuff in his visuals of his new Diana movie. It's going to be about the 30th anniversary in 2027. And it looks like both of them may have documentaries coming out. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. Additional reports hint that Harry and Meghan are already working on an intimate, respectful documentary tribute to Diana with support from Netflix. I'm sure Netflix is hanging out for that. The projected debut is August 31st, 2027, marking 3 decades since Diana's tragic passing. On a lighter note though, Harry will be visiting the UK in early September to attend the World Child Awards, possibly his first face-to-face with King Charles since early 2024. That's a bit of a moment. Everyone is thinking that there could be some kind of reconciliation. See, that's the thing. I think Harry, and it's just my opinion, I think Harry is trying to distance himself from the Meghan stuff to try and get back in the good books with his dad, because the money's running out, their popularity is down the gurgler, not much is really going for the pair of them, and I really feel like he needs to get back in with his dad. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, of course, King Charles loves both his children, but I just don't think King Charles has a lot to lose by letting him in, hasn't he? I mean, he's got his other son, which is going to be the next king, and he needs to keep that relationship. He needs to keep him in training, and he needs to keep that relationship very good between them, because he can't have that big rift between him and Prince William, like the King and Prince William, because, you know, he needs to leave a good legacy behind. So I just don't feel like he's going to reconcile with Harry. But yet again, sometimes blood is thicker than water. I don't feel he'll forgive him for the stuff that he has said. And I really don't think Queen Camilla will allow Charles to forgive him, because she loves him fiercely. They love each other fiercely. And she would be pointing out, in my opinion, to Charles, like, remember what he said in this interview. Remember what he's done to you. You need to be careful, blah, blah, blah. I think she will be putting the boot in and saying, not having it, and good on her, because he's been really nasty to her as well. I mean, we could all see it, that he loved Camilla from day one, and he should have just married her before Diana. But Diana obviously was the princess that fit the picture of a princess, and was going to be the mother of his children, the future kings. So he had to pick her first. But I just don't feel like Queen Camilla is going to allow Harry to get anywhere near Charles, especially that he's fighting cancer, and especially his position now. I just feel like she's going to have a lot to say about it, and I applaud her for that. Anyhow, what do you guys think? Have you watched this new series, or have you avoided it like the plague? Have you seen her in a big yellow Big Bird outfit on? Like, what was with that outfit, please? I just don't understand. Sometimes I just wish I knew her phone number and go, look, girl, do you want me to, tell you some good shops to go to for some clothing? Because you're looking a bit shite. You're looking like this drabby, flippity flop things that she wears that are just way too big, and the way she tucks one side of her shirt in. I've never got that trend. Like, why do people do that? Either tuck your shirt in or leave it out. Having half in and half out reminds me of, someone getting rushed, ready, getting dressed really rushed and forgot to either tuck themselves in or have it all out. Anyway, that's my opinion on that half shirt in, half shirt out shit I see. And I see it all over the place, and every time I see it, I'm like, for God's sake, tuck your shirt in or leave it out. This half shit is crap. Do you like that fashion? Do you like that little trend? I mean, no offense if you do. I just find it like you look half dressed. Either dress yourself or don't dress yourself. Pick a lane. Anyhow, that's my small opinion on what I've seen so far. Like I said, it was boring. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the rest, to be honest. I just can't with her. I just can't. The interview I really wanted to watch because I wanted to see if she had any more digs about the royal family, and of course she did. And all about herself again, you know. What does she miss most now that she's, you know, the Duchess? She misses going to the supermarket, she said. Yet she said that her and Harry and the kids can freely go around California and go out for dinner and do activities and drop the kids off at school and yada, yada, yada. Yet no one's got a photo. No one's got a photo of them doing that stuff. If they have all these date nights all the time, like weekly, like she says, where's the photos of them out and about? Come on. Something's fishy's here. Don't you think? And why can't she go to the supermarket if she can go to the market for fruit and veg? But remember, she grows it all in her backyard, so why was she at the farmer's market? Stealing ideas? Or stealing jam to put in her big bag? Or just so everybody can see that she's out and about and, oh, she's all fine. It is absolutely absurd, the shit that comes out of her mouth. If she can go around farmers market, she can go around a supermarket too. Like, nobody's going to give a shite. And that's my question I always ask. Where's the photos of her dropping the kids off to school? I mean, Princess Catherine can't even get in the car and go down the street. And there's photos all the time. There's photos out there if she's out and about. And they don't care. They just get on with their lives and do what they have to do. But I'll know this one. She misses going to the supermarket. Oh, yes, and she also says she's not up with technology. Miss on her phone all the time and on the internet all the time. What a whole lot of baloney. The story she tells, does she not know that everyone's listening, that wants to rip it apart? And we find holes in her stories all the time. Why can she not just be truthful? Like, I just don't get it. It's just absolutely crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you sick to death of the pair of them? I know there's going to be lots of yeses, just saying. Let me know what you think if you've watched the new series, if you've listened to the interview, and your thoughts. Let's have a chat. Anyhow, have yourself a lovely day or evening and take good care. Bye.